Hello and welcome to all you Libras. This is your monthly horoscope for Libra for September of 2020. And some of you, happy birthday! You know, the early born Libras out there. Happy birthday. Now, this video is a 5-minute video, I hope. Not too long, precise, concise. And the things that are happening that are mostly important in September are the Mars retrograde, the Jupiter going direct, which is a very positive thing. And for you in particular, Mercury in your sign is also very interesting. Now, let's break this down. First of all, the Mars retrograde. I have made separate videos of the Mars retrograde. So if you are someone who's interested in astrology, if you haven't done already, watch that video. It's more into depth of what this is meaning. But for you, of course, this Mars retrograde, it's a lot about relationships, and still in September. But as well, it's a lot about finding more meaning and finding more emotional security. And that is something to really look forward to for the Librans, especially those of you who had a bit of a rough time with all this relationship energy. So you're having Mars in your 7th house of relationships, whether you're single or not. There's certainly a lot of activity there. There's certainly a lot of you wanting to go forwards in relationships, whether you have them or not. You wanted to go forwards, but at the same time, you feel like the Saturn is like restricting you, whether it is regulations, whether it is whatever. Now, the universe is very smart. So I told in the other videos, especially July, August time, persevere. Don't think that everything is lost. Because you are going, you're changing, you're doing something. There's either a new relationship being built, or either a new attitude around relationships, for sure, for the Librans. And that's coming throughout the end of the year. But now you're getting a little bit of time to breathe. And you're an air sign after all. And that is around the 10th of September, Mars goes backwards in the 7th house. So that means a little bit reassessing what has happened in July and in August. That's it, reassessing. It's not that everything falls down and there's no progression anymore. No, it's really taking in and reflecting. That's a retrograde. It's reflecting, reassessing. That's the best that you can do. So again, when relations come back into your life, that has to do as well with reflecting and reassessing of who this person, what this person is all about for you. Now, meanwhile, as I said, the positive thing is that you are in a process. I'm not now doing just the September readings, of course, but in a larger perspective, this is all about you changing your perspective around relationships and improving it, and cutting out what is not working anymore. So a lot of you are also dealing with cutting out a relationship that is not important anymore for you. Not that they're bad, and others are dealing with new relationships and trying to find out what works for them. Meanwhile, and that is the good thing about September, is that Jupiter around the 14th of September goes direct again. And that is in your 4th house. That means that if you had a bit of a rough time at home, maybe you are a bit younger and your parents are like, ugh, you know, the Saturn, Pluto, there in your 4th house, you get a bit of a relief there. There is like this more meaningfulness at home, this more feeling comfortable. And that is, you know, for a lot of people very important, especially in days where a lot of changes are going on. So that's tap into that for sure, you dear Librans, because it's going to help you to go through the changes that you need to go through. So that is a very interesting thing. Now, Mercury in your sign, Mercury in Libra, as from around and about the 6th of September, and throughout the whole month, you know, throughout the 28th of September, you're having Mercury in your sign. That means that you can explain yourself better and more clear towards others. So that as well will have a knock-on effect on relationships in a positive way. So explain yourself and do it in your own Libra style, you know, with connecting and understanding other people, you know, that fairness that is all around. But speaking your truth as well. For those of you Librans who are a bit of the people pleaser type, you will feel that it is a bit less difficult now because of Mercury in your first sign. People will understand you better. And that's nice. That's nice. And then Venus, last but not least, where is Venus? Of course, yes, it's in the 11th house. Is it? Just double checking here. Yes, Venus is in the 11th house, and that's making a beautiful trine to Mars there in your 7th house. So for those of you who are single, around and about the end of the month, there could be really a new relationship there. Because of Mars in the 7th house and Venus in the 11th house, by groups of people, friendships, through friendships, there is a lot of passion there going on. So, and for those of you who are already in a relationship, it could simply mean having a good time with your friends and with your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, and really doing some heartfelt conversations, but also doing nice things together and having really those heart, because Venus in Leo is a lot about the heart chakra. So that's for the Librans. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.